All right, hello, I'm Ted, and welcome to a lesson on the area method in algebra. So, before we get started, how many of us have used algebra tiles before? If not, that's all right, because that's what we're going to be doing today. So, the first things first is how do we read algebra tiles? You'll notice that when we have our little shapes right here, each one is represented by a different integer. In the case of our first block right here, we'll notice that it is represented by 1 and 1 because our short distance is 1. It's represented by 1. The way we find it, to find the area, is, as usual, our length times our height, which is 1 times 1, which is equal to 1. So we know our small block is represented by a 1. When it comes to our long block, we understand same concept of length times height. In this case, we have x times 1, which is equal to x. So our lengthwise is represented by x. For our last one right here, how can we do this one? Going off of previous examples as well. That's right. If we do same thing, length times width, we get x times x, which is equal to x squared. So we have all of our different representations right here. Good. Now that we know how to read algebra tiles, we'll go ahead and do a few practice problems to get started. The first one is x plus 2 times x plus 1. The way we would solve this by using the area method is simply by putting each of these into a different column or row. In the case of this, we have x plus 2. We'll write that as x, and since algebra tiles are represented by each individual, we'll do 2 ones to represent plus 2. For x plus 1, we'll do x and just 1. From here, we'll go ahead and multiply it through like a grid, and we will find x times x is x squared, which will give us a big block right here. X times 1 gives us a length block, like so. Whoops, sorry. Like so. X times 1, length block. X times 1, same way. 1 times 1 is just a 1 and 1. So x squared, x, 1, and 1. So when we do all the math together, we'll get x squared plus x plus x plus x plus 1 plus 1, which when simplified gives us x squared plus 3x plus 2. There. So, now that you followed along, we're going to try it ourselves. Go ahead and try the next following, x plus 3 times x plus 2. So, the way we go ahead and solve a question like this is the exact same as what we did previously. We'll go ahead and give each one of these a separate grid, x plus 3 and x plus 2. When we multiply, we'll get our x times x, which is x squared. We'll get our lengthwise x right here, because of the fact that we're multiplying x all the way through. These are a little short. That's on me. X times x, same this way. And we have all of our 1 times 1s right here, which is represented by our small blocks. When we do our math right here, we'll find all of these are worth x, and all the small ones are worth 1. So when we add all these together, we get x squared plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is simplified to x squared plus 5x plus 6. There. So, with that being said, let's go and try a challenge problem. X minus 2 times x plus 3. In the case of this, we do run into an issue where we don't know how to submit our negative integers. Luckily, all we really have to do is change the color of our one integer to match that negative number. So in the case of this, we'll go ahead and do it in order. X minus 2 we'll put on the grid. We have x, we have x, which is represented by x. And our minus 1s, I'll go ahead and represent it with a red. So minus 1 and minus 1. X minus 2. lengthwise, we'll have x plus 3 in the traditional order, so 1, 2, 3. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1, as we know, any positive multiplied by a negative is a negative. So we get negative x, negative x. Over here, we have x times 1, which is positive x, positive x, positive x. And for all of our 1's, we know that since it's positive times negative, each of these are negative as well. So, with all that said and done, we'll go ahead and treat this like a normal operation. We know it is x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6, which, when simplified, gives us x squared plus x minus 6. There you go.